Hey guys, welcome back to the Brown Brats podcast. Hey guys, welcome back to the Brown Brats podcast.
I love that name.
No, I'm just laughing because this is the first time in a professional studio and we have two men watching us right now and they're getting the tea. They're getting all the girly tea. So today we have a very special guest.
No, not special.
You're so special.
You're in episode 2, so you are kind of special. We have a brown Tamilian
yeah.
gal. Shabs, everybody.
Wait, I need to just confirm. Is Tamilian an actual word? Because I said
Yeah,
this.
Tamilian.
And they're like,
Tamilian.
what are you talking about? Because I usually say Tamil.
Could be both. No, Tamil.
It's-
She's Tamilian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything. Yeah. Who's mad at you?
No, I did a video and I was like talking about where I came from. And I was like, yeah, like my dad lives in South, but like I'm not Tamilian. And they're like, what the fuck is that?
I think so. I mean, if you do it with the actual Indian accents, like Tamilian.
Okay.
I think if you don't say that when you're saying Tamilian, you're like, what the hell is that?
Chameleon.
But yeah, chameleon, Tamilian. You're all of that. And from Toronto.
Yes.
Shabs, everybody. Round of applause. Our first little guest. Are you happy to be back in Dubai?
I love Dubai.
She was here like a week ago, guys.
I was literally here maybe like a month ago. And then I just decided to come back.
Why did you decide to come back?
So I knew I wanted to come back because last time I was here was with my family. And you guys know when you travel with your family, it's never really a vibe. Like it's just kind of like you're not doing anything fun. Like you're not going out. Like
Keeping it
you know?
halal.
Exactly. Keeping it 100% halal. And so I literally just proposed it to my friend. I was like, yo, I want to go back. Like, would you be down? And she was like, no, like that's like, there's no way. Like it's
the
too
other
short
side of the world.
It's too short notice. But then she texted me like 2 hours later and she was like, actually you got me thinking. And then, yeah,
How long was your flight?
13 hours.
Did you survive it? Did you die? Like, what was your experience?
I couldn't feel my legs.
Oh my God.
Me and Butter, my dog, couldn't feel our body. 24 hours. We stopped by Paris and then I came back here. Can you imagine? 24 hours.
No way.
Well, that's Air France because I had...
I took Air France the last time I came. So I did the Toronto to Paris, Paris to Abu Dhabi.
What airline now?
This is Air Canada.
Okay,
I
wait.
love Air Canada.
Wait, guys, we haven't given Shabs a proper introduction.
No, we have not.
We have not.
Tell us everything. Tell us everything about you.
Right, name, date of birth, place of birth.
My name is Shabs. I am 23 years old. I am a TikToker.
How do you identify? And what's your current relationship
What's your
status?
pronouns? We'll give everything.
She, her. I am. I'm single and I am a Leo.
Happily single?
Happily single.
Lies. I saw the vibes in Valentine's Day. Everyone's miserable. Girls who throw a Valentine's Day party and show up for that, miserable. Okay, and
I tell myself that I'm happily single, but like,
I think at the end of the day, most girls want a nice man.
we're just wired that way. Okay, we want the validation. Unfortunately,
We do.
That really fucked us.
We do.
I always say that I think I'm like a fat Disney adult, and like it's bad. Do you watch Disney movies? Are you into it or no?
Yeah, I love Disney movies.
But I also think it's like the older generation that's kind of got us into wanting to be in like a secure relationship, because I feel like traditionally for like brown people, I mean, okay, maybe not all relationships are healthy, but parents tend to generally stick together.
Yeah, no matter how
What do you think
toxic
it should
it is.
be?
Yeah, no matter how toxic it is, it's just like, well, like fights happen, you have to stay together. Then like that's the mindset that they're in, and then they don't get how our ex-boyfriends literally chase us with a knife and like, try to stab us in the neck, and then they're like, you have to
we still stick around.
Yeah.
No, after I broke up with my boyfriend, I come to back Dubai. My mom doesn't know the entire story, but she knew like how I felt in the moment, like in the relationship and stuff. But she doesn't know the entire thing.
Yeah.
She does, and the internet does. But she was like, "What happened? I thought he was amazing. You broke up with him, you dumbass." I was like, "You did not know." I had to get a whole like restraining order against him, so my mom doesn't know.
Way.
Yeah.
And it's just brown like families and relationships are so funny,
I mean, I feel like I talk about this kind of like a lot. I think my parents are kind of different. Like they've always been super more on the chill side.
Yeah.
So, I like literally I'm in Dubai and I think
They're chilling.
I think I talked to my mom like once.
I'm like that.
Like I don't like my parents trust me a lot and they kind of just let me do whatever. Like they know about everything. Like I don't have to hide anything from them. And that's like the best. And like there's people that will come up to me and be like,
How?
Like, how did you have that? And then I feel bad because I feel like most brown girls have to hide everything from their parents, and like it sucks, but I'm always like, I can't relate.
Wait, Anncy, did you have to hide things from your parents growing up, like boyfriends?
My mom had one rule. She's like, do whatever drugs you want, rob a bank, I don't care.
Don't get pregnant.
No pregnancy,
no boys. Yeah.
If I catch you with a boy, it's dead. At 14 years old, I had a boyfriend named Mohammed. Death, okay?
What was his race? This is important.
He was Indian, Hyderabadi Muslim, and my parents are Indian, like arranged, so it was scary.
Yeah.
Indian, like we're Christian as well, Protestant. So it's like I remember we were like in Tamil Nadu in my little village. I'm like texting my brother. I'm like, I love you too.
I miss you so much.
You know, I don't think anybody was in a relationship at 12 and 13. I was. I mean, that was like you know, your teenage girls were like, oh, crazy boys, and like I'm texting. I remember. Till this day, it was Facebook, and I didn't have data, so I'm like on Facebook, on Google, like Safari or something, and I'm like, I love you, Mohammed, and like he responds, I miss you too. My mom's at the back because we're sitting in a van. She peeps everything. I'm like, yep, dinner is it's going to be me. It's going to be my meat on the plate. She's like, who the hell? She ripped me when we came back to Dubai.
Really? Did she like beat your ass?
She's more of a yeller, and it's so scary. Like my parents are more of like yelling, screaming, and we just go lock ourselves in our bedroom. And I'm like, I'm not coming out for some time.
When I got my first boyfriend at 12, at 12, we were together 5 years. It was a great relationship.
5 years?
Yeah, I was fully convinced I was going to marry this man.
Yeah, me too. My ex told me that he was going to be a pilot. So I was like, oh, so cute.
Wait, 5 years from 12 to 17?
Yeah. Oh, wait, maybe 4 years. There was
12
overlap.
to 16.
Okay. So I was
You were
like,
a victim.
No. He was like my age. But I thought I was going to be one of those girls that, you know, those traditional Muslim girls that meets their first boyfriend, falls in love, and then just gets married at like 16, 17. I told my mom when I first met him, I was like, oh, mom, like he's Muslim, he's Shia, we're the same. Like we came from like the same area in London. We had the same kind of upbringing. In fact, our schools that we went to in London were like brother-sister schools.
Yeah.
But like we never saw each other. We moved like to Dubai 6 months apart. Like it was a dream. Like I genuinely thought I was going to marry this guy. I started telling her everything from 12. And since then, we've had the most open and honest relationship.
That's the best.
Right? Because before that, like anytime I talked to a boy, she'd be like, who are you speaking to? What's going on? I mean, me at 9 years old.
I know. I was like, wait, what do you mean? Like, you were like 4? Like,
Oh, trust me, even at 4, I was obsessed with boys.
okay, so you've always been boy crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now
And
I hate them.
no, even my Browns, like I went to a Brown school. It's just full of girls, and like we were all boy crazy because we were
Which, yeah,
we
you're
were
oppressed.
like banned from seeing. You know the whole thing about like the more you hide something, like you tell a baby, a toddler, don't touch the red button. It's going to touch the. It's going to press the button when you're not there. So it's the same.
I always thought boys were disgusting.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, what's cool? Like
That's
that
why
matters. What did you go to? Like, where'd you go?
Well, I grew up going to public school.
Okay.
And,
So
you
it's
know,
mixed.
in
It's a mix.
Toronto.
Yeah, that
So,
makes
like,
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but you went to all
I
girls?
all
I went
girls
to
school.
all girls.
No,
You went to
way.
all girls school as well in
Until I moved
London?
to Dubai, yeah.
Oh, I
Okay,
didn't
so
know
that's
that.
that's probably why you were
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
boy
100%. We're all,
crazy.
like,
Because when you grow up
suppressed.
seeing boys, you
You're
see
like,
how
whatever,
gross they
Yeah,
are.
they have like boogers on your pants
Yeah.
and scratching your ball sack. You're like, oh, and we're just running away.
Yeah,
And then like,
gross. And like
yeah.
that's why I always thought like I would always tell my parents like when I was a
No,
kid.
I will say I saw what boys are like after I went to college. I'm like, ugh, stay away from me. Group
Yeah.
projects, I'm choosing all girls. Like
Yeah.
that's when I'm like, oh, boys are not all that useless. But till I was like 18, I was just like, oh my god, boys. So excited.
Yeah, I do feel for the girls that have to hide things because obviously it's just not a nice feeling having to like take off your hijab and put a mini skirt on when you leave the house.
Yeah, those
I
are
know.
all my friends. Like all my friends. Like, I
Wow.
mean, I grew up here, so like most or all my friends are Muslims, and like all of them did the same thing. They would like wear a different outfit when they were at home because their brown parents will kill them. They come out, they would change. It's like there's so many memes about it too, and I'm always like, oh yeah, I've been there.
So I have some friends like that, and like they always ask me like, you know, what did you do to change that relationship with your family? Because like I think my parents were strict at first.
Yeah.
I had to do all the like dirty work in order to make
'Cause
life
you got a
easier
younger
for me
sister.
and my younger sister. So what I would do is I would never listen. I would get yelled at. I would get my ass beat. Like I would just never listen. And it got to the point where they knew that there was nothing that they could do to stop me. and like I dealt with all of the consequences. I mean, luckily I was never scared of being disowned, like because I know like no, because like but the thing is that's how it's extreme for some girls.
Yeah.
Like some and
It is.
think about like honor killings are like
Yeah.
actually very normal in our community. So a lot of girls are probably just scared for their lives.
Yeah.
To go against their parents. But I've never been in that position. My parents would never kick me out. They
Are
would
your
never.
parents religious?
Yeah, we're Muslim, so they're pretty
Wait,
religious.
but
Okay.
are your parents born and raised in Canada or
No.
Okay, so you're first generation.
First generation.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay, and what do you speak at home?
English.
Okay.
But I can understand Tamil, and they
Yeah.
would speak to me in Tamil growing up.
So you can't speak Tamil?
I can,
Okay.
but like
It's your second.
not very good.
Okay. So you just know 2 languages, or are you bilingual?
I don't like to say I'm bilingual, but like I can understand it. It's just harder to like come up with like sentences and stuff like
Okay,
that.
that's
Like
so good.
maybe if I like went back to India and I lived there for a bit, then I would be able to pick it up again. But other than that, I just know English.
Yeah. No, definitely. Honor killings are a real thing.
A real thing.
Real thing. Like getting disowned is a real thing. And some
dear
people
God.
Especially if
Well,
you're a
you don't know
girl.
about this?
Like,
Oh, I think it's more like a Muslim thing, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I don't.
Oh no, actually no, it's not. Hindus do it as
Yeah,
well.
it's
It's just like an Asian thing.
It's definitely like an Asian thing.
Oh, I
yeah,
don't
if you
think I have that.
disrespect the family.
Have you
Because I'm Christian, right? Because it's so we're kind of like
maybe not so much in Christianity. Because I don't think it happens them. I think in Hinduism and Islam it happens a lot.
Yeah, it's more of a thing.
even like now.
yeah.
Yes. In villages, 1,000%. In India.
Well,
Or even in UK, like I know there are
oh yeah,
people-
yeah.
That's insane.
But they're like then they're like people who've come straight from like a village and they moved to the UK and like their daughter is like first generation and like they catch her speaking to a boy, like just texting a boy. They'll
Right.
chop her up into little pieces.
There was a
chuck her
recent
back.
case in
Yeah.
Chicago.
Chicago's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
It's a real thing. It happens. It's scary. But like anytime you like your family feels like disrespected, they're like,
Yeah.
Just kill you off.
just kill you
Make
off.
it easier.
That's so messed up. So wait, do you grow up in a family where you were like not like physically abused, but like you got like hangers and slippers thrown at your face? Do you think you're gonna like raise your kids like
Oh,
that?
I was-
Because belt.
Really?
I was not
I had
belts.
hangers. I had hangers. So I got hangers.
Like I would get slapped a
Especially
lot.
the laundry ones. You know
Like,
the ones that's like a
thin ones?
skinny metal. That would
Yeah,
fucking
I don't
hurt.
like. I think most brown kids grew up being
Do you think if you have
physically
kids,
abused.
I actually didn't.
you didn't?
Yeah, you didn't. Like you could tell. Like you can always
I had a
tell.
very privileged
No,
upbringing.
no, not even that. But
No,
you can always tell when someone didn't get their ass beat as a child. I feel.
Yeah.
But do you think like you're gonna raise your kids and like
Oh, I would
use?
spank them.
Yeah, I think
You,
I would.
you would?
I would.
I would never,
Really?
because I knew how much it messed me up. So I was
I
like,
don't think it messed this. I just want to talk about this.
it's
I
very
don't think
different.
It
It's very
messes you up.
different. So like that's the thing. It could go either way. I think some kids, like I know my little sister, like she went through like the same childhood as me, but she's not as affected by it.
Okay.
But I got super affected by it, I think, because maybe that's just how like my brain was like formed.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like for sure.
I think I had like a, what is the word?
You process traumas differently.
A predisposition to like different mental illnesses. So I feel like
Yeah.
it was like probably the root cause of like all of my like mental issues, like growing up, like my upbringing.
Oh, for sure. Your upbringing definitely
And
shapes
so
you
I
as a
would
person.
never ever put my kids in a situation where something I did could potentially mess them up.
100%. I still would.
I'm. Yeah, I think yeah.
As long as you're not like
No hangers, no like physical
like
objects.
a spank is very different than being like actually hit. Like it's
Yeah,
very
I think
different.
I'm just gonna do like under the knees, like
Oh,
near the
I used
feet.
to get a pinch.
Those are the worst. I used to get
Tiny
pinched.
little
Yeah,
pinches.
I prefer
pinches.
the belt. I prefer the belt, a van, a hanger. Do not pinch me.
The pinch with the nails.
Nails.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it's such an Indian thing. I can still feel it. It's like near like the vaccination
I know.
spot.
Yeah, I used to get a little
I'm just
pinch.
brought back all the way back to my childhood.
and I just don't think I could do that to a kid. Like I love kids, and like when I see
You love
them,
kids?
Me and Nancy, fuck them kids.
really, I love kids.
We just said that
And that's not even me trying to be like, hey men,
love
hey
kids.
all the men watching, I love kids. Just so you know.
Oh no.
No,
Whenever
just
I
we
hear
love them.
somebody say this, I'm shocked. It's like they're telling
Yeah,
me like
I love
a fact
kids.
from like something. I'm like, huh?
My
What?
one of my biggest dream is to become a mom. Like I want.
Oh no, I'd love to
Yeah,
become
she
a
wants to be
mother.
a mom too, but she's very realistic about about it. Like, I feel like I will be happy with kids if they're not next to me, and if they're mine, stay away from me. I'm going to
So
be.
maybe you shouldn't have
Yeah,
kids.
I've said that
No,
before.
she's actually said this. She was like, I don't even want kids, so I don't care. And I'm like, bro, I think you should freeze your
Yeah,
eggs.
she's always
like,
said
just
that.
in case as a
Always.
backup
Oh,
plan.
I'm anti-kids. I'm anti-family, anti-everything. I hope and I pray there has to be like a man for me, okay? Somebody the
There
same
will
mindset
be.
as me who's like, I want to be child-free. And this is just my opinion now. Because
Yeah.
at 13, I wanted to marry Mohammed, who was a pilot, and he promised to fly me around, which did not work out. You see what I mean? So you evolve, and maybe if I'm 28, I change my mind. But there was a time I was 6 years old, crying in my bed. My mom was like, what happened? I'm like, I'm not gonna go to school. Like, I don't care about school. I'm done with going to school. Like, I'm taking the week off. Like, I'm mentally like traumatized. She's like, what the hell happened to you? Like, she thought the worst thing happened to me. She found out I watched a movie I saw that girl like get pregnant, and like it just was awful. Like it's a Hindi Indian movie. So, just like so exaggerated, and like I cried thinking about how one day I have to get pregnant and I'm not ready for it. So I called school off. I'm this dramatic. If you ask why I'm a YouTuber now. So my mom was like, I've known that you don't want to have babies since you were like 6. And my mom told me the story. I was like, I have no recollection of this. I'm like, this is not me. But
Wait,
sounds
I
like
had
me.
something in my tooth and no one told me.
Show me where.
It's gone now.
I usually do tell you. I didn't see it. Put that as a thumbnail. Zoom into it. Thank you. I'm going to be that auntie who's like super rich and bougie. I'll have a rich man, but I don't
Wait,
know about
Shabs,
kids.
did you freeze your eggs?
No.
I feel like I had this conversation with someone. They told me they froze their eggs recently.
Reza or Lubaba? Reza did because she had cancer. Lubaba thinking of it. Everyone's thinking of it. We're entering that age now. Do you think you're going to do it? Why not?
She hopes she's going to be married before she has to do that.
Cute. Okay, nice.
I love that for you.
I
But
hope so, but
what
given the current pattern of my life, it looks like I'm not. So I
No.
might have to freeze my
I
eggs.
don't even think it's your life pattern. I think it's just the men out there.
I'm
It
just
is.
going to say it's a sassy men,
Feminine men.
femme. Flowers. Where's my flowers? Text me first. Chase
Yeah.
me.
Did any?
Fuck off.
Yeah.
I've made like a bunch of videos on this.
Wait, but what are the men in Canada saying?
Horrible.
Yeah.
up.
They're
The
the
guy, I'm
worst.
just telling her, the guy that like blew up in Canada, his name is Pookie. And his
Oh yeah,
Pookie Nation,
I've
you must have
seen-
seen
yeah.
him.
I was like, are they talking about my Pookie?
And this is his, like, we have to show our titties, some of us, be super hot to make money. And a guy from Canada does this, and he calls his fans Pookie, and he's 5 million.
He's not even the person that created Pookie.
And he's not 5 million followers on TikTok.
My friend
Like, she's-
Hala created Pookie. Shout out to
I'm
Hala.
confused. What is Pookie?
That like it's just what you, like how I call
an
my
endearing
fans
term.
rats or whatever. So he calls us like Pookie, what are you doing today? You look so beautiful today, Pookie. That's it, and goes viral.
Oh.
She's sitting here and scripting her POVs. How many followers do you have?
800K,
750.
And that man just shows up in his Tesla and does, what are you doing, Pookie?
This
and
is
gets,
why I hate it when guys are like, girls have it so much easier. Clearly not.
Yeah,
fuck
some of us
no.
don't want to take our tops off.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry,
Some of us
Anncy.
do. Some of us do. And I'm still
Speak for yourself,
She's
babe.
doing it for free.
some of us do. Yeah, everyone in like LA is mad at me. They're like, girl, start charging.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes I look at your Instagram, I'm like, wait, what
She's doing
platform
for
am I?
Everyone I know is like, this is for free. Like, I kind of feel
Yeah.
bad that I'm seeing it for free. Can you start charging? And I'm like,
Charging, you
I
should.
will. Because why is there a man
Wait,
just...
you're actually gonna start Noah?
Honestly, I don't enjoy being a whore like that. I'd rather just do it for free. I don't know why.
I see what you're saying.
I get what you mean because I feel
I
like
see what
once
you're
you
saying.
start charging for pictures,
No,
then
I'm
you
not having fun.
You're essentially
Yeah.
a sex worker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, more of like, I'm not having fun now. Like, I'd rather just be like, do you want to take a like, let's do a shoot, and then I take pictures of her, she take pictures of me, and I want to be like hot and cute in my own way. Like, I'm following
Yeah.
a Pinterest board. But then now I'm charging people. I have to be good at my art, and like my work has to be like creative, and then
I mean, there are some
sexy.
girls that are not good at any kind of art and they have OFs.
yeah, I don't know.
You've seen the content that I've seen.
Oh yeah, this is really bad. Like, we've seen content like
Leaked content from creators that we know, and we're just like flabbergasted.
Well, how do you guys? Okay, I guess I want to ask you guys, like, because I feel like I have a very different opinion on it. How do you guys feel about OnlyFans and like just sex work in general?
I mean, I'm conflicted because I'm like, yeah, get your bag, but it's also, it's literally just paid prostitution now. It's like monetizing prostitution. So I don't know how I feel about it.
Do you think women who wear revealing clothes are asking for it?
No.
We need boys here and then ask them this question. So I'm gonna tell you.
I have a differing opinion. I kind of think like a man in that sense.
Okay, go ahead, say it.
The thing is, I've been out with you, and you like a little skimpy outfit.
Yeah.
Like we'll go somewhere. Like let's say we'll go to like Dragon Mart, and you're wearing like a gym set. Even though you're fully covered, it's a fitted like outfit, and the crowd at this place isn't really the crowd that's like exposed to the general world. They're kind of sheltered. I would not feel comfortable personally walking around in an area like that where there's, sheltered people and bitches. But Anncy's like, no, fuck it. I'm going to wear what I want. I'm going to do what I want. And you get annoyed when people look at you. To me, I'm like, but can you blame them? Like, you're a hot girl.
Yeah. But can I say something? I think I've only started to wear like slutty outfits, I think past 18. Like if you see my fits from like when I was younger, I'm like covered, I'm in a jacket. You wouldn't see my titties, my butt, like none of that. Like I'm fully covered. And because I grew up in the city, I do feel some sort of shame and I do respect the cultures here. So I'll always like
so
come
you're
out.
going through that phase.
No. This is when I was like 18.
No, but now you're going through a phase where you are wearing more.
Yeah, I'll come to that.
So now, but then trust me, after that, you're gonna get to a phase where you're gonna start wanting to wear modestly again. That's like what I'm going through right now.
No, because I think that this is the only time that I can like appreciate my body wherever I want. And like from that, like till 18, I have covered myself. I've worn jackets, like boleros, whatever you can think of, and I've still been groped.
Oh, it's not about what you wear. It's not about what you wear.
And I just got better at makeup like now. Okay, I've looked raggedy, like crusty hair, still been groped, still been stared.
Yeah.
One time I was walking from school. I'm in a pinafore, a school sweater.
This is true. You are like, it's so crazy. I feel like I was hit on more when I was a child.
Yeah, and no one finds you hot
100%.
now. And there was a time I'm like walking from school and an old man just like walked past me and just like touched my arm. Like he just did this. And I was like, what was that? Like, what did you get from that?
Yeah.
So that's why when people like bring this up or like tell me like, oh, you're incest to OFE, like you're asking for this, you want validation from male. I just laugh because I know what it's like. I've been hit on when I'm fully covered. I've been hit on in church. Oh, creepy priest. I've been hit on covered, not covered. If you have a hole, you're going to get hit on.
I'm not saying what you're wearing is you're asking for it. I'm saying in general.
Yeah.
The crowd matters. The more you're gonna get,
you're gonna get 1,000%.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. And I think that when people ask me like, why do you like the States too much? In the States, I can be slutty, I can be free, and I don't actually get attention. Like my titties will be out.
No one cares.
Nobody cares. And I'm like, oh my God, I feel accepted.
Go to south of France. They have topless beaches. Like people will stare at you if you're actually wearing a top. Like there's grannies out there with the
hanging out,
hanging, they're wrinkly.
I've seen that in a beach in LA, and I kind of got used to it. I'm like, yeah, there's titties. Okay, what about it?
That's what I'm saying. The more exposure you have to like all of this stuff, like the more desensitized you get to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because people who aren't, sheltered and don't see any of this.
Yeah, they see an ankle and they get excited.
So anytime I was like, I've been interested in a guy, or like I was like, getting to know a guy, dating them or whatever, which is not that many, but just to put that out there.
John, not a whore.
But they've always looked through my Instagram and like they would be like, okay, so why do you post things that are revealing? Like, and it's like me in a swimsuit. And it's like, and even like when I do wear revealing stuff, like I do it not because I want like guys to come up to me and like me, because I'll wear revealing clothing when I'm in a relationship too. I actually am very like attracted to the female body. Like I love the way that like we're built, and like so when I wear stuff that's like showing off certain things, I'm like, damn, I look good. Like I genuinely feel that. But guys just can't wrap their head around that. They're like, no, you're doing it because you want other guys to look at you. And it's like, no,
because they do that.
They do that to other girls.
Other women.
Exactly.
So
are these guys brown guys?
I think boys in general, no?
I honestly think like, I mean, I grew up in a town like in Canada where it was like I went to a school where there's a lot of white guys, and they all think the same, if I'm being honest. Like it's not just brown guys. It's not just Arab guys. It's white guys. It's every guy.
Because you know what? I feel like I used to like dress up like fully covered, like no skin, nothing. I've been stared, looked, groped, cheated on. By the way, just because you dress like better, or you're wearing a coat, a suit all the time, doesn't mean a man's gonna treat you better. He's gonna think you're a wife, family. No, it doesn't
Yeah.
work that way because I used to be that little goody two shoes. Like, I'm not gonna talk to any boys for you. I'm going to dress nicely. I'm gonna be your sweet little girlfriend. Got cheated on, disrespected. Doesn't matter. So
And
I
I
always
still look at girls who are like half naked,
Half
whilst
naked.
you're fully in an abaya. And
Yeah, you're fully
they're like,
covered.
You must cover, but then they'll be standing there going,
yeah,
when a bitch walks past in a bikini, I'm sorry.
right. So I'm telling you, like, if you want to dress like in a suit for yourself, I will applaud. But if you're gonna do that thinking this man's gonna wife you and you're gonna be the first, like he's gonna crown you, he's gonna cheat on you, he's gonna find some other bikini hoe to like follow. So that's why I think at this point, sometimes I'm
It's the
dressing
same
cute.
guys that are like, oh, like girls nowadays they don't cover up. Like,
have
oh,
OS
yeah.
subs.
And then
They're
they look through their Instagram following and it's all like ass models, and I'm like,
That is the fastest way to get the ick from a man.
it's,
Literally.
oh my gosh, that is my biggest ick. The first thing I do when I talk to a guy is look through their following.
Yeah.
Can
I
I
look through
say,
their phone.
Shara7 says one thing. Don't look, because you're not gonna sleep. You're not gonna eat. And
No, but if I look and I look at it like right away, then I'm like, okay, I'm turned off. And I
Yeah.
stop speaking to them.
Exactly.
But I also like I'm not trying to like vouch for men here, but I
You
also
are.
no, but I also get it's either the following, which he's publicly doing, or he's just gonna do it behind our back with an OF. I don't want to hurt myself. I only care about myself, and I don't want to hurt myself.
But if it's
Unfortunately,
early stages.
oh yeah, for sure. Okay, yeah, that's.
Early stages when you're speaking
And I think those
Yeah.
are boys as well.
It's
You're
just-
not like men. Do you
It
know what I'm
just
saying?
shows like, yeah, okay, whatever you do in private, like I guess I don't have to know about that. But it's like, how much self-respect do you have to have
None.
a public Instagram?
None.
And then your following is all ass models and like
Shit.
porn stars. Like, as a guy, do you not respect yourself even more to keep it to like something like,
This conversation has changed me. I'm going to go on Petite and buy me a suit. I'm done with the naked outfits. Shit, you girls have. I'm so
Really?
easily influenced. They're like, my titties aren't gonna come out.
confused.
No, I'm just like, I'm serious. Like,
oh,
I'm actually serious. I'm like, maybe I should stop being a
wait,
hoe.
are you being sarcastic?
No, I'm not. I'm dead ass. Swear on butter. I'm serious. I'll do
See,
like a
I
month.
kind of want to rebrand you.
Are you down for that? Like,
I'm
get me the
so
Zara.
down.
You know,
Straight down to you.
I went.
Sophie Richie era.
Yeah.
I
Sophie
hate,
Grace.
can I just say I'm so over the crop tops. I'm so over
Me
the
now.
like. No, I just am. I'm like, I love like a good
Modest outfit.
two-piece modest set.
But like, you don't have to be fully covered.
I love you
Like,
guys, but can I
then-
say
But
something?
then, no, but it depends, because if I'm going out to the club,
Yeah.
then like I'm not about to be pulling up in no.
A little side note, okay? I just
Peaceful.
want to tell the cameras, Muslims versus Christian, okay? I was born a whore. It's just where the Bible is not that strict. I'm so sorry. The reason I'm always in a mini slutty Fashion Nova crop top, I think I was born in a Fashion Nova mini skirt, okay? And that's only because like my religion were a little like, relax, you can wear a mini skirt. Like my mom to church, she dressed me in like a little ankle skirt. Like you can show your ankles and
Yeah.
just be a little free. You know, I've
Yeah.
seen sleeveless tops and stuff. So now I'm full on a whore on Insta, but I'm just saying, as a baby, a Christian baby, I was
I can't wait to see the comments on this, because they're all gonna be like, Shabs is the worst.
oh babe, you could just stare at the wall and they're
No,
going to
I
find
grew
a
up.
husband.
I grew up, and my parents were like, after the age of 9, you're not allowed to wear mini skirts.
I'm shocked that you could wear it up
No,
till 9.
I did whatever I wanted. You know what?
Okay.
I wasn't even allowed to wear a bikini. I remember this specifically, 7 years old. I went shopping. I saved up all my Eid money. I went shopping with my aunt, and we were going on holiday that summer. And I went and I bought myself a bikini with the money I saved up. I go home, 7, 8 years old. I go home and I show my mom. I actually hid it from her. I was like, I can't show this bitch what I bought. 7 years old. She finds it and she's like, what the hell is this? I'm like, I got a bikini.
At 7?
No, but please, what followed was even more ridiculous. Elise was like, I want one. My mum went out and bought her one.
Such a nice mom.
What about me? I was like, can I get a refund for the money I paid? But so it's kind of started off as that. Like, you're not really allowed to wear revealing clothes. She kind of wanted to instill that in us, but it went the opposite way for me, because I grew up in England. I didn't want to be one of those girls that dressed up modestly, then changed the second they left the
Yeah,
house.
I know what you
could never
mean.
be me.
I know what you mean.
So I've always, just like you, been a bit of a black sheep and just set the tone from the outset. I'm like, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm going to do whatever I want. I remember actually getting told off in, I used to go to Islamic classes. And when we were praying, I used to wear like low-rise jeans. Not intentionally, but they complained. They're like, can you please tell your daughters to wear higher jeans?
Like all the way up to your chest, pulled up to your earlobes. Like,
Yeah.
God, I hated that. But
Yeah, but it got better as I grew up. And then obviously I never went through like a hoe phase where
Yeah.
I'm like just completely naked. I'm comfortable showing a bit of skin, but I will never fully be comfortable like in a bikini
No,
online.
I'm very not comfortable like in swimsuits. Like I don't think I've ever like walked on the beach like in a bikini. Like I always have to have some sort of cover up. I mean, I'll take a picture, but like
I'll
I'm not
be naked on the beach, like in a bikini, but I
Really?
will not be able to post it online.
Oh, I'm like the opposite.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's strange.
It's strange, no?
Yeah.
I think it's because, yeah, like it's just the fact that people are watching you. And versus like you can see the people watching you when you're walking along the beach, but when you post on social media, you can't see. So like it's kind of just like, yeah.
I don't know. Like I'll go out in like a bikini or a skimpy-ish outfit.
Well, because you want to like tan, you have like you want to show
I
skin
don't give
for
a
that.
shit.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
be there like whatever.
yeah.
When it comes to like dressing up, I've never really, put on like something really revealing and felt comfortable.
Oh, really?
No.
I've only felt comfortable when I'm fully naked and everyone's staring at me. That's the most comfortable.
Anncy loves it.
Men are gonna like kill me. The red pill men, they're gonna come from my neck. I know they're doing voodoo magic
Oh,
on
can I
me.
swear?
They're like, we hate the one with the ponytail. Just yank her from it.
Fuck red pill men.
No,
bro.
I'm gonna be honest. Like I just dress whatever I see my clothes hanging. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna wear this. Because
Anncy really just puts on whatever
yeah,
the fuck.
like literally no fashion sense, no head, no thoughts, head empty. And my mom just saw like my clothes from LA because I specifically picked like full sleeves. Like, look at this full sleeves. You would never catch me buying full sleeves in Dubai. It's super hot
In LA.
But-
or Dubai.
In Dubai.
in Dubai.
Okay.
But from LA, I'm like only picking up like jackets, like fully like anything that has more fabric in it. Made it to Dubai in my luggage, and my mom sees my clothes, and still she's like, "What are these whole clothes strings? What are these strings?"
My mom calls my clothes baby clothes.
No.
Yeah, because they're so
They're so
tiny.
skinny.
They're tiny, yeah.
Skinny.
With the two eating disordered bitches being
Yeah.
like skinny. I think it's a compliment. Someone's like, baby
Thank
clothes.
you.
But let's actually discuss, I think something I saw on your TikTok or Neety's TikTok, brown girl hate.
Oh my gosh.
Because it really be the brown bitches that hate us the most.
Well, this is if you're talking about brown people hating people, like I'm like the perfect person to talk to because it feels like my entire community does.
It
not like
is.
me.
It really is. But I've been doing this since I was 14, so I'm used to it.
Right. It's not so much brown girls, it's brown guys.
Yeah. Oh.
Really?
They
I don't even talk to them. I don't even know.
I don't even acknowledge them.
Yeah, I don't even. Yeah, I'm sorry. I really just don't.
guys in general hate me, but because I've kind of branched, my content used to be very like Desi centered, like around
Okay.
brown, being like a brown girl and stuff. But now I've kind of like branched out, and now I kind of make just general content about like girls and like stupid stuff. They
Hot
love me.
people don't hate.
Hot people don't hate. It's
Hot
always
people
ugly
do
ones.
not hate. It's always the
always
ugly
ugly
ones,
ones. I
whether
hate on
men
people,
or
so-
women. Okay, no, but
I hate to bring
I
it to
make
you.
money. I make money. I roast on YouTube.
We hate on people who hate on us.
Yeah, true. We always
It's always
wait.
a retaliation.
We always wait for them to take the first step, and then we're like, okay, now you're gonna get destroyed, bitch.
Now
But
we
we-
destroy that
yeah,
big
but
nose
we
on your
never
face.
got out of our bed, and we're like,
What are we gonna do today?
yeah, we've never done that.
I've never like saw something on like I saw a really pretty girl or like,
like,
a really
"Fuck you,
successful.
you ugly fat
yeah,
bitch.
ever.
Never.
Like even if it's a thought that comes into your head, like it's generally like it spurs from something deeper.
It's
like
an
for sure.
insecurity that you
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
like I said, my ex's girlfriend is ugly.
Oh, that's when you know. See, like when your ex has a new girl, you're like, fuck that bitch.
No,
She's
but she
ugly.
really is ugly. But like, if
I know.
she was hot, I'd be like, you know what, fair enough. She's actually
Yeah,
hot.
we think she's.
If my ex's new girl was hot, I think I would actually like.
I would die.
I would die. But thankfully, that's never happened.
They never upgrade. They
never
never
we did
upgrade.
charity. I feel like we did charity, but I feel like a lot of them are lurking in fake accounts. Like you can just see the comments.
If
and
you
can-
guys saw how my ex looked like, you would literally want.
Is it the guy you showed me at the party or somebody else?
She's like, which one?
Wait, how many exes do you have? I thought you just had two.
I
or-
had one serious
yeah.
relationship.
Oh, that's the one you talked
I
about.
don't think no. I don't.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I did show you.
Is he seeing someone? Oh, you told me something.
Always, babe. The answer is they're always seeing. There's a roster. They always have rosters.
I'm
and
sure
we,
he's seeing multiple.
We
people.
learned this. I learned this in 2023. They all have rosters. They plan. Yeah, A,
I'm
B, C.
sure.
No,
I mean, I'm
mine
sure.
isn't like a fully committed relationship with the
I
most
think mine.
basic person.
I think mine is too, and it's not because I. Like,
How do you? Okay.
I didn't figure
cut
like
that
I have like someone told me, and I was like,
Wait, what? That he has a roster?
no, that he has like a new girlfriend,
Oh, okay, okay.
and she's a fan. Hello.
They always are fans. I said this to Anncy
Always.
last episode. Like they're fans until they find out that you were with him first, and then like
Well,
they
like
just
maybe
pretend
not
to
a
hate
fan,
you.
but like she does watch me. I know.
One of my
Who
best
was watching?
friends. She got cheated on a relationship after like 7-8 years, and just like every other girl does. She's like, Anncy, you have to see this girl. I was like, okay. I see this girl, and I always click on message just to see what's up. She's texted me, and this friend and I, we've done like content like here and there, not a lot. And this person has DM me saying, I love watching you and this girl. And her ex-boyfriend now cheated on my friend with that girl. She's a fan, and
he cheated with a fan.
Yeah, a fugly clown, and she doesn't follow me now. I'm like, of course you don't. I'm like, these are all fans. If I know that like one of her exes with somebody, you know, in Dubai, I'm like, yeah, they know us. They know us. They've watched us. You have sent me a DM. And can you unsend DMs now? I think you can.
You can.
Oh, and they still don't care. It's so like,
unless they've deleted the chat, then they can't go back.
Sometimes they're just stupid and they don't remember.
Yeah.
I always go click message. It's my favorite button. I don't care about block. I always go in and like message just to see. I'll always see a DM 7 years ago, 8 years ago. I love you. I'm like, yeah, you better love me, duh. And they're cheating on us with that. Yeah, gremlin. Go ahead, do that.
B-Tech version. We love that.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Do your exes ever come back to you? Like,
for me, if they don't, I'm offended.
they always do.
Yeah, they always do.
The thing is, they always come back. It's so bizarre. Like, Laili just taught me.
It's always true.
She taught me this recently. You gotta treat men like fucking dogs. Like, just drag them. They love you.
And they always come back, but it's the moment that you're over them.
Literally,
the minute you're completely done.
I always say this.
How can they sense it? I swear, they have like a seventh sense, and it's like, when did my ex get? Like, it's like when my girlfriend gets over me.
She's over me. Time to message.
They wake up from the bed. They're like,
yeah.
I think that's what happened.
Comes to them in her dream or something.
Like there was a time somebody from my roster. I'm like, I'm done. Like I was done. I told God, the universe, the 6 religions I follow. I'm like, I'm actually done. I think I changed their name. I deleted their number. I deleted pictures with them. I deleted funny screenshots. Then in Anncy's world, it's over. For me, it's not like burning things and like bitching about them. For me, if I delete pictures with you screenshots with you, oh, you're dead to me. The next hour, they sent me a meme on Instagram. I'm like, they knew. Like, we didn't speak for like 3 months. Crazy. And they knew that like I disconnected, and they're like, hey, have you seen this? Like, I've seen this thing on TikTok. Guys literally ruin your lives and send you a meme to be like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, block.
Me and Anncy when we fought.
Yeah. Hey guys, this video is brought to you by CoPilot. CoPilot is a personalized fitness solution. Every individual is unique, so your fitness journey should be too. You'll get a completely personalized workout with step-by-step guidance, and your coach continuously updates and adapts every workout to your goals, schedule, and injuries. My CoPilot app offers a connection to a real-life expert coach, which is one of my favorite parts about CoPilot. You get an actual human being telling you what to do, how to do it, and they also give you a flexible program according to your schedule, because I'm quite busy with editing and filming that I don't get time to work out. I would love to work out. It gives me such a good high, but I just don't have the time to. I'd love for you to follow my lead and get fit and feel fabulous. Give CoPilot a try to find out why it was listed by Forbes as the top rated personal trainer app of 2023. Head to go.mycopilot.com/rats to get a 14-day free trial and 20% off your first month of personalized fitness with your own personal trainer if you sign up before February 1st, 2024. That's go.mycopilot.com/rats to get a free 14-day trial and 20% off your first month. Sign up for the new year and let CoPilot help you reach your fitness goals.
Anyone allowed sleepovers as a kid?
No.
But I would still like be the black sheep, fight, and then go. I'm like, Mom, the dad's dead. She doesn't have a dad. Just relax.
But now, have a dad. She doesn't have any brothers.
Yeah, no boys, Mom. They all got hit by a bus. Like, can you relax? It's just all girls. Damn it. And then my mom's like, damn it. Like, you could never debate with me as a child.
The only sleepovers I was allowed were with like family friends, and like even then, I'd go to a sleepover and I'd want to go home.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's such an Aquarius thing.
I was not allowed to have sleepovers, but then I also didn't care because I hate sleeping at other people's houses.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. I know. Like, I just want to be in my bed. Stay in pajamas in my bed. Like, I want to scratch my ass freely. Like, leave. Yeah, I want to pick my boogers. Like, it's late night. Okay, I have a school day tomorrow. I need to wash my hair. Like, I know what you mean. So I would actually stay quite late. Like 1, 2, and then I'm like, see ya, I gotta go. Yeah, I miss the roaches running in my house. Like, also, I need my...
People are gross.
Yeah. When you live in other people's house, you're looking at it, you're like, this isn't my, like,
Yeah.
know, when I
It's
go to
not my dirt. It's not my germs.
Yeah.
It's like, it's hard, you know?
I can't deal
Even
with
living
this.
with my own family drives
Yeah.
me insane sometimes.
You know how they say, like, I'm on the side of TikTok, it's so funny. It's like you never want to eat at a person's house because they have these cats like sitting on the utensils,
Oh my
on the
gosh.
kitchen.
When they have
Ancy's talking about me.
No, I've never seen your
my
cat.
gosh, dude.
No, I've not seen her cat sit on an island, or maybe it
No,
does.
but like when
we're-
people have pets, I'm instantly like,
Oh, is it me?
if I
Sorry.
see cat hair anywhere, I'm like,
Oh, babe, I have cat hair all over me.
no, that's why I'm like, I don't necessarily want to eat your food.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, no, I get you. Like, I could not stay at other people's houses. Also, I have a thing with like smell.
Same.
Like, I'm not saying someone's house smells, but like, I'm used to my home smell. Like, someone else's home smell, like, I can't deal with.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I feel that.
Like, I just want to go home, be in my bed, and just get comfy.
I know. And like, I like sleeping on my own.
So right now, you live with your parents, or no?
I do live with my family.
And
I
how-
could move out,
Yeah.
but I'm like, what's the point when,
Why should I pay rent?
why should I pay rent? Exactly.
This is something a lot of people are confused by. As brown girls, it's completely normal
to live with
at
your
home.
parents until you're married.
Until you get
you're
married
literally
off.
married. Because there's no point in like spending tons of money on rent. Like, okay,
And
but
food and all of this when shit gets done for you at home, especially in
the
Dubai.
more you live with your parents, the longer you live with your parents as an adult, you start to see why people move out. And
Yeah.
now I'm getting to the point where I'm like, okay, I would love to move out. I just don't want to move out in Toronto. I don't.
Right.
I know I don't want to end up in Toronto. I don't want to live in Canada.
Really?
Yeah.
So you don't want to raise a family there?
No.
Why not?
I hate talking shit about Canada and Toronto because it is a good country to live in, and
safe?
it's getting more and more unsafe actually.
Right.
But I just think it's so boring. And I want to spend my life in a place like this. Like, I really love Dubai. Like, it's really nice. The weather's a lot better. Obviously, the summer it's way too hot. But the weather's a lot better. I feel like the culture, it's more similar to, like, you know, what I'm...
Asian culture,
Asian culture. I like
Muslim
that.
country, it's safe.
It's very safe for women and children. So that's why I really like it here.
Yeah.
So I would want to, like, move somewhere here. Like, I would want to, like, you know, I was always like, hey, either the US or somewhere like here. I just don't know where. So I'm obviously still living with my family until I figure that out. But when I do get my own place, it's not going to be in Canada. Like,
Are your parents okay with you leaving the country?
yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, they are okay with it. But I'm sure my mom would be really sad.
Yeah, my mom's like, yeah, go wherever you want, knowing fully well
like-
I'm incapable of leaving my bed,
Yeah.
leaving my house. I moved out for a bit, but the thing is, when I live at home with my mom, because my parents are divorced, I only live with my mom and my sister. They're pretty much out most of the day anyway, so I'm alone with the housekeepers and whoever the staff is at home, and my dogs and my cats, and I'm like, I'm pretty much living alone anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
They come home for dinner, I leave the house for dinner, so it's like I live in a hotel. But how was it for you, sweetie, leaving home? Were you
yeah.
allowed to leave home? What was your situation?
Yeah, I was allowed to leave home. I was that friend that people would use me to like cop out, like, I'm hanging out with Anncy, and they would give my number, but they're hanging out with boys and making out in the dungeon or behind Mall of the Emirates. Little slags. I hope you're watching
Upstairs.
this. Yeah, upstairs,
The
like
car
behind the
park.
parking lot, under the car, Toyota Camry. Like, they're under everything in Dubai. If you went to school here, being in a relationship is really hard because it's just like you can't do PDA.
There's no PDA allowed. I kind of like it though, because PDA makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, very cringy and like
Really?
Yeah, it makes me very uncomfortable.
I think
I noticed that here.
when you can't like make out and hold hands. And like I remember when I went to LA,
Everyone's making out.
Yeah.
There's
And I'm
gay
like,
men making out,
I'm
lesbians,
so-
and you're like,
I'm still not used to it. I'm so confused. I'm still like weird. I think after like I've lived there for like 2 years now, I'm like, I'm kind of over it now. I'm seeing all the
no,
titties.
even
and-
when I go out on like dates in London, I still refuse to do PDA.
How is it
like,
in
please
London?
don't, like, hold my hand, it's fine. No, London's super open, but like, please don't hold my hand.
I like PDA.
I don't. I don't even. I
it's
very rarely like being touched anyways.
Really?
I'm just not an affectionate person.
Physical affection is like one of my biggest love languages.
Really?
Yeah.
Auntie, what's your love language?
gift giving, babe.
Gift receiving
We love
for
gifts.
me.
You like physical
Wait.
touch?
Physical touch.
So like what, smacking, hitting, slapping, like things like that?
Yeah,
love
exactly.
being
I love
punched in
being
the
punched.
face.
Yeah, I was about to
I love
say.
that.
I
Let's
love
go,
being,
brown
I
girl.
love being strangled.
It's the oh yeah.
Oh,
It's the
I'm
trauma.
sorry. I was just gonna say it probably
Wait,
is. It probably is your
It's
trauma.
the trauma. Yeah, no, I think it is.
It is. It
I
is.
think
It's
that's the
connected to
thing.
your like your trauma stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'm buying stuff with my money.
Yeah.
Because my
So you
parents.
like buying stuff for your partner?
No,
Yeah.
yeah, but like mainly for herself.
Like yeah, mainly for myself, but also
No, but like if your love language is gift giving, then that's giving
Yeah.
your partner gifts.
no, but it depends on like I don't know how that would be. I think it's different for people. So it's like let's say if I'm dating you, I'm going to give you what your love language is. It wouldn't be gift giving. Yours is physical touch.
She's gonna
So
touch you a lot.
I'll slap you and you give me flowers.
So it's just gift receiving.
Oh, so it's you like receiving gifts? Cause same.
Yeah.
I thought mine was gift receiving until I dated someone different, and I realized that it was actually acts of service.
Acts
That's
of
my
service is huge.
close
Yeah.
to. But I think now as an adult, I'm kind of like now I'm over gift giving. I think acts of service is it means so much
means
to
so
me.
much.
It's a
Yeah.
lot because we're ADHD kids, and it's
Someone
like
who goes out their way to like do something for you. I'm like,
yeah, it
I
really does
know, it
touch my
just-
heart. I think it's more of a mature thing as well. ADHD being mature, like you're like I love the gifts. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
get me cute stuff, but acts of service just shows how much somebody cares
is
about you.
invested. Yeah,
and
like
you.
they really go out their way to do something. Like I love it when a man says he's gonna do something and
And
actually
he
gets it.
actually
does it.
I
The
always-
worst.
You know what's fucked up is that it always shocks me. Like,
Yeah,
when a guy
exactly. We need
goes through with his word. Oh my gosh.
the bare minimum. We're
Literally, like the bar is literally like
On the
below
floor.
hell. Like it's so crazy.
no, but it really is. Like men have actually made it acceptable to
Like a guy
not
got
do the
me
bare minimum.
flowers for Valentine's Day,
Oh,
and then I was like,
where is the guy? Is he here? Okay, fair
He's
enough.
not gonna tune into this. I promise you. He has better things to watch.
That's what I'm saying.
No, that's fine. That's really good because
Oh yeah, it's good. Why are you shy? Because you what? You don't.
Because
Have,
we're not like serious.
that's fine. That's even better.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's better that you're not serious and he's like investing in you. That's good. No.
Yeah.
But
That's amazing.
I'm such an overthinker that I'm like, even like a guy got me flowers. I'm like, okay, that just still doesn't mean he likes me. It takes so like I'm so high maintenance.
Where they're like,
Yeah. What? Can you see in
you
her
guys,
face?
this is my issue. This is why I'm still single. I am so high maintenance. Like I need so much attention and like proof that you like me. Like,
Babe, you will attractive
I'm-
narcissist. Do not want that.
no,
You do not want to.
but I can't change it. Because I literally can't change it unless you are literally devoting so much time into me.
You'll get bored.
okay, but
No,
what
I
is he
don't.
unemployed?
No, he has work.
Yeah, see, so you can't expect someone to give you that much time and
I know, I'm
energy
very
unless he's
toxic like that.
unemployed.
I'm very toxic like that.
I was like that, but
Really?
now I need space.
You guys
I
have
need
terrible fathers. I have a
No.
great dad. I want a guy to like stay away from me, do your own thing.
Yeah,
Like, don't
I
give me
need him
attention.
to have a 9 to 5.
9 to
like,
5,
leave me
just
alone,
stay-
please.
Yeah.
leave me alone for as long as possible.
Yeah.
I need to be I need to be constantly reassured. Like I need
Okay,
you
you're
to blow-
anxious attachment.
Yeah, I need
That's
you
what
to
it
blow
is.
up my phone. I need you to
Oh
Oh
God,
yeah,
I
she's
need
dumb.
you to
Stresses
do
me out.
that because if you don't, then I'm gonna think
he
this
doesn't
isn't-
care.
This
See,
isn't
I
working.
get what you're saying. Like, if I'm seeing a guy and he's not like, you know,
I don't do that nonchalant shit.
no.
No,
Like,
no one does
I'm
here.
at the
Trust
age
me.
where, like, if I'm speaking to someone new, I'm literally like, listen, I'm not in the mood to play fucking games. Are we doing this or what? Like what's
games.
going on?
Oh, my toxicity
I do
is
love a
games.
game.
I love
I'll
games.
still play the game, but I'm making sure he's not playing the game.
No, I'm
Always
that's
playing
what
a
I'm
game.
saying. I scare people. I'm very full on at first.
Oh no.
Yeah. I'm very
Babe,
full
you know
on.
what?
I'm like,
We
where's
have
this-
to be
I'm
much-
Like the second date, I'm like, okay, so where is this going?
Shabs, I'm gonna give you some Shabs.
No,
Listen.
listen. No, listen.
Oh, dear.
Listen, okay.
Ancy's face.
I have an end goal. And I hate dating. I really do
Bro.
hate dating. I hate dating. I hate the whole casual shit. Like, I'm like, is this gonna go to
You know,
the
wait,
marriage point?
I have the perfect idea for you. You need to go on to like shardy.com, Muzzmatch, or tell your parents, find me a rishta. Because dating these general men, it's not gonna, they're
I
gonna be
know,
like, what
that's
the
why
fuck?
I don't date. That's why I don't date. I need
Yeah.
some-
You will
I-
get
I
yourself-
honestly am so delusional. I want a guy that's literally just gonna go and talk to my parents.
Yeah, so you need to meet someone through your parents. Ask
Yeah,
you know
like
what a
that,
rishta
but
is.
not.
But I
you-
don't want my parents to choose.
Okay, but here's the thing,
I want the
Shabs.
guy that I
No,
want.
Shabs, your issue is that what happens is you're going to tell a man that you want marriage, right? Amazing. A man will meet you and he will lie to you.
Yeah,
That's what
and be like,
happened to
yeah,
your
I'm
ex.
gonna
With your ex.
marry
I'm
you.
gonna marry you. I'm gonna give you kids because for us, like
You've
this is
already
what we
told him
want to
what
hear.
you-
Yeah.
yeah.
So he's gonna know what to do, how to get you, just to get what he can get from you now.
1000% agree, but and then that's why. But I still like.
You don't tell them what you want, and then you just watch. Like it's like you I don't know. We have to give her a different like story. What's the word? a situation for her to
This is very good
understand.
advice.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you can't go to an airline. This is so bad. Watch this. You can't go to an airline, sit into an airplane, not read on anything, and just be like, tell the airplane, oh, I want to be safely picked up and dropped back into this country. You just sit back and watch. How are they? Are they doing it? Is the pilot drunk? Are they on drugs? Like, you watch and then you make up your mind if you're ever going to choose this airline again or not. Okay. I did exactly what you did. Okay. I told this man exactly what I wanted. How you please me, this and that. And he did that for a month, 2.5, the mask falls off. Okay.
Yeah.
His real face comes out, but he's fine. He knows you're going to stay because now you're attached.
Yeah, because he's
Well,
told
my
you.
ex was lying for like 6
Yeah,
months.
and you
then.
used to
6
get
months
problem.
straight.
Yeah, your
6
problem
months
is
straight.
telling people. Like, right now, if I'm a boy, am I going to choose her because she's mysterious? She doesn't tell me what she wants. Right now, I don't know what her relationship thing is, her marriage. What does she want? I don't know her
No, I do,
requirement.
but okay.
Or you know what? I'll choose you. I'll take you out to date to
you're
Burj
the easy
Khalifa.
option. No,
here's-
I'll
I
buy
take
you the
the games.
flowers and I'll ruin your life.
But see, this is what I'm saying. I mean, like, I guess because I don't talk to guys like that.
Yeah.
I don't ever like practice any of this. So like when I do like a guy, I can
You
just
want to go
back.
in at 100.
I just want to go in at 100 exactly.
See, I think you should really speak to your parents and be like, find me potentials. I will pick the
No,
potentials.
I do not
speak
trust
to the
my parents
potential.
whatsoever.
We don't trust you. You're 23. These are awful like story times. You cannot. You're gonna leave now. You're getting your heart broken. You're gonna come back and give us a review how
At
that went.
25, you'll come back and be like, guys.
I was 23. I didn't listen to her when she was 25. I'm 26 now. What are you with 34? She's gonna kill me.
28.
So you're saying when you meet a guy and you like them,
You don't tell them
don't
anything.
say
No,
anything.
nothing.
Okay.
No.
Okay. No, this is good because okay. Hypothetically, if I like a guy right now, then I'm just going to
Go with the flow.
Be the mysterious guy.
Be mysterious, go with the flow. Because, like, the second you tell a guy what you want, especially when they know you're desperate to get married.
And they can sense that energy.
Yeah, they
They
can.
know when you're clingy, like when the energy shifts as well. So let's say
I'm very clingy.
So let's like he's chasing you
I'm very
first.
clingy.
No,
You need to stop.
I'm very
You
clingy.
need. This is why you need to have options, babe. Because when you have
roster.
options,
This is my issue.
I know it's hard.
can't.
No,
It's
but
the
no,
hardest
I can
thing.
barely bear talking to one.
No, but see, this
So
is
talking
why.
to multiple would just not.
No, just no one's telling you sleep with all these guys, make out with all these guys. You literally just have to have other forms of entertainment or have like a stable job, 9 to 5, something that's keeping you busy.
1,000%.
So you're not fully investing yourself into, like I said,
See,
putting
that's what I
all your
have
eggs
now.
in one basket.
That's what I have now. But I don't know what it is for me. Like when I like someone, everything is off balance. Everything gets put.
Anncy, pre breakup.
no. Listen,
Everything
I'll tell you one thing.
becomes
If you
off
don't
balance.
change
no matter
up,
how much I work, no matter how much I do with my friends, no matter how much I try to distract myself, nothing works. And I think it's due to trauma. I don't trust anyone, and it
Yeah.
really fucks with. I overthink a lot, and then that's why I'd rather avoid it at all costs. So I don't date. So I don't talk to guys. So that way I can fully invest in my work and become like
See,
that's
I was
the
like
only
you.
way. That is the
Yeah.
only way I can become. I became relatively successful is that I didn't speak to the male
babe,
species.
this is my
for
story
6
time.
months
For
straight.
6 years, I was celibate. She knows,
Yeah,
but I met her.
That's why you
That's
became
why I
so
blew
successful.
up. And then
That's
I
why
gave
you
a
became
man 6
successful,
months
yeah.
of my time. I
And
never
she fell
smiled
off.
Then
once.
literally, do you feel like your career was falling
Destroyed.
behind?
Yeah, I applied once, twice in 6 months. My sponsors fell off. Like I didn't have the will
Yep.
to live.
It's
I
so
gave 6
bad. It's
months.
true.
A man, my
experienced the same
attention
thing.
and time. I didn't smile for those 6 months. Everything just fell apart. And this is why I'm telling you,
Stay busy.
You stay busy and have a roster. Like we all love male validation. You can entertain that. You're just young. You're allowed to do that, but you need to have a roster. Or it's your life's gonna fall apart because the way we're wired, we get attached.
If I'm attracted to one guy, it's lucky.
See,
I
me
get
too.
you.
I'm just
We're
not
all
even
the same. I'm
attracted.
telling you, we're all the
I'm just not even
same.
attracted
No
to
one's saying be
multiple
attracted to them, waste their time.
Yeah,
They
waste
our
their,
time.
they waste their time. They use
Babe,
us
you're
and abuse
still
us.
so young.
Yeah.
Just waste their time.
They use and abuse us. Like I'm angry now. I'm like, oh, you're narcissistic. You want to have fun with me? Let me play that game. And I play them, and I'm BPD, so I literally just cut them up and be like, see ya. They're like, she's a fucking bitch, and they go off.
Oh no, or
Trust
they
me.
come running back like, why did she run away? What's going
because
on?
the more mean you are to these boys, like I love playing a narc. Like I've learned their game, and I can play a narc guy so well now. It's so easy and fun to play the game. I play, and then I'm like, see ya. They have used us and abused us for so long. I have no empathy towards them. Have you seen how your girlfriends cry? Have you seen them broken on the floor?
Too much empathy.
Yeah, you're attracting an NPD. You need to be a cold-hearted bitch. Save that empathy for your children, your
It's
pets.
so funny because in my videos, that's what I play. But I'm actually the exact opposite.
How
but
many relationships have you been in?
one serious one.
See, this is then
one
why
serious one,
you're
but
not detached. I've been in like at least 3 serious,
Yeah, that's a
4 serious
secret.
relationships.
You have to, yeah.
And the more like long term and like the more invested you are in a relationship, and when it ends, you're kind of just like you detach faster. Like, so if anyone, like whether it's a friend, boyfriend, I mean, pets are different. Like if a pet I had dies, I'm emotional. But like friends and boyfriends, like if they come and they go, I'll be like, okay, bye. It doesn't make a difference to me. Like even if I've shared so many good memories with someone, I'm at a place in my life where I'm so fucking detached. Even my therapist is like,
I found that like my friends that like have usually talked to multiple guys at once and things like that. Like they're very easy to get over. Like they easily get over it
because you've been through it so many times.
And
you're
then
kind of
there's
just like,
me.
If you're getting the same results, it's time to switch up the patterns. And I did that. I tried to switch up my pattern, and I noticed different results. I used to be like you. I was just like single, celibate, saving myself for the man. I've done it all, and trust me, it doesn't matter.
Then one man gave her everything she wanted, and she fell madly in love.
Yeah, and the mask
she
came,
realized,
bombing.
and trust me, I've done the whole like preserving myself, having very low body count. I've done the whole wearing a freaking blazer, being in a bikini. I'm telling you, I've done it all. Men will be like men. You need to play the game. Like life is a game, and it's unfair. It really is unfair. Very random people make it like play the game. They don't even play the game, they win. Life is a game, and so is dating and love.
What? I genuinely think marriage is not conventional.
I don't think it is.
I think most marriages fail. Most marriages.
I literally
ended
said
in
marriage
divorce.
is a scam, and everybody, all the women on my stories were like hearting it.
It's not.
The men here are just like
men here
puffing and
are
puffing.
like-
They're like, we're never getting these girls
But
again.
this is the reality.
No, but I'll tell you what it is. I'm so sad because both my parents arranged marriage 25 years, and they're so funny and goofy.
My parents will never. So your parents are good together.
Like they're like honestly, they're like siblings. They're so funny
Cute.
together. Like they're like so
my
goofy.
parents never had a good relationship, but they're still together. So
And it was arranged or love marriage?
it was arranged.
See,
I mean,
mine-
but it's so crazy because
Mine's arranged as well.
Mine was
it
arranged.
was a horrible marriage, probably, but they're still in love.
Can I say?
Yeah,
still
but like
Oh, okay, I know what you mean.
mine were arranged and divorced, but they have a great relationship now.
Do you know there are certain like arranged marriages where like the dad like sleeps in a different room?
Oh,
Do you
like-
know what I'm saying? Do you know
Yeah,
that kind of marriage
But
dynamic?
I feel like even if I have a love marriage, I kind of want to have separate bedrooms.
Yeah, me too. Oh yeah, that actually shows up. There's like evidence that your marriage
know
lasts
what?
longer when you do that.
I don't necessarily disagree with that. I think that might
Yeah.
be, you might be onto something with that.
might be healthier.
Something needs to change.
Because boys drool all over you, and we're like 1,000 degrees our body temperature. We need satin pillowcases. Like you're gonna fight in the bedroom. Like in the sleep matters a lot.
I
So
think
like
ultimately you
I
need
also
to
don't
marry
like
your best
waking up
friend.
next to people.
You what?
I don't like waking up next to people.
I think if
I like
you
waking up by myself.
if you find a best friend in a lover, I think that's perfect. Because ultimately, love dies. Realistically,
does.
love dies.
yeah, it does.
But if you marry your best friend, you'll always have like jokes, and like even if it turns into a friendship, at the end of the day, like you can decide like, do we continue this or do we not? But
So that's what I'm saying. I think most marriages that are happening now that are gonna happen in the next like 5-10 years are gonna fail anyway.
yeah, I think my child's gonna like marry an AI robot. The way
I think so too.
the way everything is
I'm gonna
going
marry
on,
myself.
I'm like,
I mean-
we're not
I
gonna
mean,
get married. We're not gonna have
Say
kids.
we
'cause-
get to a point where technology is so advanced that so many more options about having kids like
men don't want to level up, and we don't want to settle. So no one's gonna give birth. We're all gonna die, and we're all moving to Neptune.
the species is dying out.
Yeah. But you know what? It's so funny because Laili was like, so what are you looking for a man? She asked me this like way back. And I'm like, I don't know, somebody to gossip with and like, send memes. And she's like, yeah, that's why you're dying. And I'm like, I know. But
I
now
honestly think about this all the time.
your list was just stupid.
yeah, you know what? Now
I
when I think
I'd be
about
hap-
it,
it's so crazy because I always say this. I think I'd be happier with a woman.
I
but no,
thought about
listen,
that too.
no, but now when I think about it, I was like, the reason I say that is because I see how my parents are. They're like funny and goofy together. They're like
When you have
so old.
when you have a good example, you still have hope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're so old, and I hear I've seen them after a year, and I'm hearing them talk, and I'm like giggling. I'm like, that's so funny. Like the way my mom drags my dad drags my mom back.
Banter.
They're so like one of the funniest things is that I was teaching my mom how to like train butter. So if you say paw, dog, she actually puts her like handshake. She shakes your hand if you say paw. So like my mom was teaching my dad that, and they're like being so goofy together. My dad is a big, tall, brown man. Okay, to a dog that could look like Yogi the brown bear. My dad goes like, on top of my dog, goes like paw. The dog runs away. Mom's like giggling, and they're all like just. And I'm watching this. I'm like, I'm going to die. I need a husband. Like I look at that, and I'm like, that's why I'm like funny, because my parents are so funny together. And yeah, till this day they laugh together. So you see how that's passed to your kids. So
yeah.
I'm like a comedian because of that.
Like, I had the worst example. So now I grew up like basically being like, hey, yeah, like love really doesn't exist.
Yeah, same. I grew up in a house where my mom was pretty much at work all day, every day. My dad wasn't around. So I kind of just, grew up like, love doesn't exist. What is a relationship? What is love?
Okay, so do you see a pattern between three of us? We're like the black sheep, brown girls. We all have hardworking parents.
Yeah.
So I think they just never gave us attention, so they had to make money so they could feed us. That's why we're like this. Does that make sense?
Strong, independent women.
Yeah, and it sucks. But so that means the poor, unemployed parents have better kids. Is that what you're saying?
No,
we're clingy. We want attention from
I don't
boys.
know.
Our
I feel
husband.
like we're not in a position to judge because we've all had our own experiences growing up. But like, I'm very much detached because I've not seen much emotion in my house.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
we don't talk about emotions. Like, even though it's a house full of girls, we don't discuss emotions.
Same.
And my dad was also super detached, unemotional. So it's just like, you either become very emotional like Shabs, who just becomes clingy and clings on to the first person, or you're like me, where you're like super detached and like just don't give a shit and don't trust anyone.
Guys, so are we really the problem if like
No, our parents are the problem.
No, our parents are the problem. Yeah, but I'm
Parents are
just
the
saying if
problems.
we're all like narcs, we're all emotionally unavailable, we're all avoidant, should we have a term if we're all the same? Because what you're saying is, I'm sure a lot of people are like, oh, me too, my parents had to work, my brother too, like we're all so detached. Like, you think I'm coming to my brother like, hey, do you want to talk about your feelings? Tell me how much you love me. Ew, my brother hugged me for my birthday. I pushed him, I smacked him in the face.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, me and my sister
no.
don't.
I'm like, why are you hugging me? And then I have to go back to the room and be like, you're embarrassing. You're literally an adult. Like, that's your brother. Why are you being weird?
No, but you know what it is? I think it's a brown thing as well, because I know a lot of white people and they have like the best relationships with their
yeah.
family.
Yeah, because white people make up with their moms. That's different. But they're
they'll have like little family barbecues and they'll be sitting around and
They'll
making
enjoy
jokes.
each other's company, and I'm
Oh my
like,
God, I
don't
can't relate.
enjoy
in
my
bikinis
family's
and
company.
whatnot. I see my dad shirtless. I'm like, Dad, get back.
No.
Go back, wear a freaking shirt. But white people, they're like, their siblings are in bikinis and they're like hanging out. I'm like,
They're
chilling.
drinking,
Titties out.
eating.
The brothers like, we're not seeing him.
Like they plan things together. Like, hey,
Yeah.
let's go out. When I have to plan things with my family, like I dread it. I'm
Yeah,
like,
no, I have family coming over, I'm leaving the house, and
Yeah.
then I'm saging the house once they leave. Please don't come back.
My mom's like, are you doing anything? I'm like, no. She's like, uncle. I'm like, yeah, I'm going. Actually, I have this my nails to do my nails.
she says the 3 letters, uncle.
Uncle, I'm like, I have a hair appointment. going blonde. It's gonna be an 8-hour process.
Yeah.
See ya. It's sad, but
I think the older I get, the more I want to spend time with my mum, like
Yeah.
alone.
Same.
Like, I don't give a shit about anyone else.
It
like,
sucks.
I literally only care about my mother.
because I realized how much like you're on your mom's side, how she's literally you.
we're gonna be her.
Her, yeah. Guys, can I tell you, I have had the worst relationship with my mom from high school to like maybe 23, 24. I've had the worst. Something switched, something flipped when I went to LA. I don't know what happened.
Wow.
It got better, stronger. That I came back to Dubai and it's so different.
Absence makes the heart grow.
I used to always be like, I'm attracting bad toxic patterns that my mom has, like what I think love is. But when I came back to Dubai, I'm not even kidding. My mom is so different. She's healed me. She was my therapy.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe it, but I was like journaling. I was like, my mom's different. Her energies, it's like healed me.
But
It was
she
like
missed you. Like, you were absent from her life. And she was like,
finally experienced,
she-
like, she
Yeah,
finally
you're
had
right.
a lot of self-reflection.
yeah, you're
she was
right.
like, fuck, I missed that.
Yeah, I was like,
Bitch.
my goal this year is like everything to my mom. And you would not hear these words from me 2 years
Yeah.
ago, 3 years ago, like Laili knows. I used to just watch like a Tom and Jerry movie. Tom used to run away with this little girl and kidnap, and I used to be like, that's gonna be me. Like, I used to be so mean to my mom. Like, I freaking hate you. You're a witch. You're this. I used to say the most. I used to hate my mom because she's literally the opposite of what I believe. I'm very like, yeah, my opinions in life and everything is just very different to hers. So, I come back from LA, and if someone's like, oh, well, LA didn't do this for you, didn't do that for you. I was like, I think it repaired my relationship with my mom in ways that I don't think therapy, I don't think anything could have, but it changed her and me. We're much kinder to each other. It was so weird. And on TikTok, there's this orange peel theory. Basically, you ask your significant other to go get you you ask for an orange, ask them to peel it. I'm going to cry. Okay, so then I was like, I don't have a boyfriend, but I need to like record this. So I look at my mom. I'm like, Mom, can you go get me an orange? And she's like, she's so funny. She's like, there's already a peel orange outside next to you. Just take it. I'm like, that was rotten. That's old orange. I'm not using that. She's like giggling. Okay, she goes away. I don't see her for 20 minutes. And I'm like, oh, she forgot. But you know what? I'm not going to think about this. It's okay. She's busy. It's okay. So I'm just on my TikTok again. I'm scrolling. I'm like, screw the orange theory. It doesn't work. I'll try with my boyfriend. Maybe I'm just like going, whatever. She comes back after 20 minutes. I thought she fully forgot. She comes with a platter.
Aww.
She's peeled 2 of the oranges and she has a little bowl and she has cornflakes on it. It's just such an Indian mom thing. She's like, this is for you to crunch if this was just too sweet for you. And I'm like, no, you did not just do that. And I just recorded it and she's just giggling. She's like, why are you filming this? I'm like, I just want to see this later in life. And I was like, this is my new standard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your parents really teach you what you can tolerate, what is love to you.
Yeah.
So like, I was like, yeah, a man needs to.
As much as like a not so good relationship I had with my dad growing up, he would always like get me what I wanted. He did act like his like everything revolved around me, and like that's why
so sweet.
That's why like I think like I do look for that in a guy, like a guy that's like willing to like tend to me, you know, and
That's
no matter what.
Meanwhile, my dad was absent my whole childhood, but I never
Was he busy, like
No,
work?
my parents were separated.
At a very young age, right?
So he was never around. We always had like my dad's always been in my life, but never like present really. But like I never like saw it as anything like off until we'd have like family days at school, whether it was like sports day or like, you know, like an art show, and like everyone was there with their parents, and I was like,
Mine wasn't. None of them were. Yeah.
oh, your parents were around, but they still weren't there.
Yeah. Mine is worse. My mom's a nurse, and then my dad works at a bank. They're both busy. I never saw my parents. They never showed up for my college graduation, school, sports,
I'd always
nothing.
be like, what the fuck? Like, bitches with their parents there. I'm like, oh, so they're unemployed now that I'm older. I'm like, these parents were all fucking unemployed.
And now when I'm older, I don't know if I should be mad at my mom. Who should I be mad at? But like, I get them because we were struggling and they're trying to make ends meet.
Yeah.
At the same time, show up to my dance like classes. Like, come on, you know? Like I get them though. I see it.
Yeah, I think we'll understand more once we're parents ourselves.
100%.
Like for sure, I think all of our parents did ultimately the best they could to give us the best life. Like neither of our parents are just like, yeah, fuck these bitches.
No, I'm telling you, I've seen how white people are and their parents. You literally get kicked out of the house at 18 and they don't look at you. I'm sorry. I will take the trauma, the unpeeled orange any day over white parents.
Getting kicked out at 8, starting to pay. I mean, pay rent.
No, that's embarrassing.
At 18, I'm falling in love, getting my heart broken, studying math. Like
I'm busy.
I'm
lying
busy.
in bed.
But yeah, like that's what I've learned about immigrant parents. I think 26. It took me so long, but I always tell this to little teenager brats: if you're watching this, you will hate your mom. We all did that. Yeah. But you're gonna appreciate that and the people in your life and your family much more when you're older. You realize stuff that they've done for us. It's unimagineable. But yeah. Love you, mommy.
Love you, mom.
She ain't watching this. She's gonna rip me apart for the
We're
crop
gonna
top.
launch this on Mother's Day.
She's gonna rip me for this crop top. She's gonna call me a whore. So mommy doesn't see this, but yeah.
I don't think any of our parents watch our shit.
Yeah, they're gonna show up to the
My
school
mom
graduation.
watches everything. My mom's my biggest fan.
Oh, I love that. Mine does not.
I think mine doesn't speak English that well, so this is gibberish.
She'll see me in like a crop top on Instagram and be like, delete this now.
Oh no.
I'm dead.
Yeah, my mom's gonna hate this, but
thank you guys so much for watching. That was another amazing podcast with Shabs. Hopefully we'll have another one soon and maybe another guest.
yeah.
But I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, tap the bell, do all the necessary. Follow all of us on our socials. Everything's down in the description box below if you're watching on YouTube.
Don't forget to follow us on all of our social media platforms. So we have the Brown Brats podcast on TikTok and Instagram. All the links are below. Follow me, Laili, and Shabs. All of our social media links are in the description box. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will see you again in our next episode next week.
Bye.